matchup features two teams that are elite when it comes to rebounding, Doris.
You know, there was a point at which, BA, it felt like rebounding was almost, especially on the offensive end, de-emphasized. Now you're getting back to a point where understanding dominating the defensive backboards. It means finishing your possession defensively and offensively creating more opportunity. It's an important aspect on both ends.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We've got Clint Capella, Edwards out there with Dillingham. Then it's Julius Randle. Here's Dillingham. Three-pointer, no good. James, outside. Here's Carr. Outside Vanderbilt. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Here's Carr after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. James passes to Reeves. Inside, Vanderbilt with it, 6 to shoot. Drops in the three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Minnesota. It's a three-point game. Pass to Edwards. Takes a three. Buries it from three. Edwards has got 5 now.
Oh, that is a stone-cold three by the Ant-Man.
Here's Carr. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Outside Edwards. Here's Dillingham. Lets the three fly. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Here's Dillingham. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Shot is good by Edwards. He has 7.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Now here's Randle. Boy, he just disappeared against Memphis. They needed him.
Oh, my goodness. The athleticism of Anthony Edwards on full display.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Back to James. And he banks in the layup.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. It's rebounded by Carr. Carr's got his 4th rebound in this one. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Edwards with it. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Three-pointer. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his many attempts.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
Here's Carr. And there's the drive, and he jams it home with authority.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Here's Dillingham, yet to see a basket. Capella, the pass to Edwards. And Edwards! Slams it in.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Carr. Capella with a rebound.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Here's Dillingham. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Carr. The shot's good on the assist by James. Carr's got 13.
Oh, he's on the attack, hitting 6 of his last 7.
Here's Dillingham. Screen by Capella. 5 on the clock. To the inside. And it's all tied up. 6 points for him.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Carr, outside Vanderbilt. The 3 is up. He drops it from range.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Edwards. 14 points for him. Picked it. Randall with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Outside Edwards. Capella, the pass to Edwards. Randall outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Carr's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, wow! And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Dillingham. No points yet. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Harris is checked in.
First team foul.
Minnesota leading by 5. On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. We've got Dante DiVincenzo. Rudy Gobert is out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Dillingham in at the 2. Now here's Harris. The 3. And there's Conley. That one's good. And the assist by Harris.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
And that one's good. Connect.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Harris a screen. And here's Dillingham from the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Carr's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he drives in, and he comes up with a bucket. Carr's got 17.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Dillingham with the bucket.
Well, this is what you get when you run the offense through Conley, on time and on target.
Here's Carr. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Julius Randle's checked in for Mike Conley.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Dillingham. He's got 5. For 3, Randall. It's rebounded by Carr.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
It's James on the wing. The 3, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Now here's Randall. Still no points. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Oh my goodness, what a response by Randall. Yes, you can make a 3, so can I.
And here's Connect outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Dillingham. Shot from the low post is good. Dillingham's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Here's Carr, pounded by Harris. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And Los Angeles making a change here. Hachimura's checked in. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Now Gobert. Pass to Dillingham. Four on the clock. And it's good for 2. He's got 11.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Here's Carr. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Randall outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool. Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. What you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And the shot's good.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's James. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
For Minnesota, they've gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Randall outside. Lets it go from deep. On target from range. Randall's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And Minnesota with possession here. Following the score by the Lakers.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Picked it out of midair. And he lobs it up.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Here's Dillingham. 7 points in the game. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant. How aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
Finney Smith's checked in for Los Angeles. James comes in for Hachimura. Pass to Edwards. Six on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Minnesota again missing. The Lakers lead by 3. Now James. He's guarded by Conley. Off target at the rim.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Outside, Finney Smith. Pass to Carr. And here's Finney Smith. Knocked away. Carr passes to Finney Smith. Sinks it from distance. Finney Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it. And I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Pass to Edwards. Over James. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Randall. Edwards got 16 points now. Here's Finney Smith. Now here is James. Great look, but off the mark. Throws it up high. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now here's Edwards. He's got 16.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Finney Smith. Out to James. Pass to Carr. Here's James. 4-3. James from distance. Easy work. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers?
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace. To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Reed's checked in for Jones. And Reeves is subbed in for James. Capella, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Conley. Clock at 6. From about 16, Reed with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And Carr gets it to go. And now an 8-point Laker lead.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Randall outside. Here's Dillingham. He has 7. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards on target.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Here's Carr. And the Lakers get it back beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on LeBron James.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Here's Carr. He's got 31. Got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
You know, that's exactly how to end the half on a high note. Tacking 3 points onto this lead at the horn. The mood in each of those locker rooms will be very different.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. Out in Philadelphia, it'll be the 76ers against the Suns. That one tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern.
I'm predicting a somewhat lopsided outcome, just saying.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Timberwolves.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense. Paging the defense, paging the defense.
That was pretty good, Shaq. You might have a future in retail.
Shaq, to register 4, please.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Timberwolves trail by 6. They've got James, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Carr in at small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Randall. All sorts of time. That's good on the jumper. Randall's got 13.
Well, so often the guy who sets the screen. In that instance, Julius Randle with the ball in his hands in the pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Now here's Randall. Pass to Edwards. Fires it from 18. Rebounded by the Lakers. Carr's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
James passes to Carr. And the layup is good. And now a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Minnesota's shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. On the wing, Reeves. And Los Angeles, another.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Down low. Here's Edwards. Oh! Edwards packs it home.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Here's Carr. He's got 36 points. And the dunk to finish it off. Up. Beauty.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Now here's Randall. 13 points in the game. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA. Get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Got a hand on it. Vanderbilt against Randall. And book it for Vanderbilt.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Edwards looking for an opening. Capella, screen on Reeves. To the middle. And Capella slams it down.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Pass to Reeves. Over Dillingham. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Reeves. And it's rejected. And they get it back. Goes back up. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Here's Carr. He's got 40 now.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
And here's Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Carr. Carr's.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
It's good.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Here's Dillingham. To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
Pass to Dillingham. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Carr uses the glass on the layup. Carr's got 46.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Pass to Randall. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. Rebound, the Lakers. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. That game will be the third of 5 at home. Here's Carr. Oh, and there's... the whistle. He was going up for the layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it or not. So we got a couple of free throws coming up, and a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And the Lakers with some changes. Jones, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. And James is subbed in for Reeves. Harris is checked in for Minnesota. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Connect. From downtown. Dillingham's got 10 points.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Carr. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jones with the block.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Drains the triple. Hachimura's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, the team has preached to Rui Hachimura to be aggressive on the offensive end. That is the decisive decision-making they're looking for.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
If you see yourself on the screen, you know what to do. Show us your move. You need that. Bring those moves.
Checked in for Los Angeles. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Minnesota, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Seeing where Los Angeles is, they're playing fantastic basketball right now. I know it's early in the year, but surprisingly, they may turn out to be the team to beat.
It's It's tipped. Here's Hachimura. And another dime for him.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Second team foul.
Free throw no good for Hachimura.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
Screen by Capella. Here's Harris. Minnesota again missing.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Edwards with it. He's got 25. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Edwards. Looking to win the run. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Los Angeles leading by 23. Here's Carr. Oh, no good there with a double clutch. Back to fundamentals, man. Here's Dillingham. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
And Minnesota making a change here. Los Angeles has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. Good! That's another bucket!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the third quarter. And he's able to get it back. For three, DiVincenzo. Rebound, the Lakers. To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. Soft touch off the glass. Finney-Smith's got 7.
Dorian Finney-Smith using that athleticism, the size, the length, the rim touch to go through contact. Nicely done.
Here's Dillingham. 13 points in the game. For three, DiVincenzo knocks down the long J. He has 6.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
For three, James. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 21. Here's Dillingham. Rebound, the Lakers. Carr's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. For three, James. They get the rebound. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Dillingham. It's Edwards on the wing. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Reed's checked in for James. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Conley's checked in. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen on Reed. Here's Harris. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots. Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Randall, he's checked in for Conley. And Harris drops them both. 24 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Carr. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Crafty move. Puts the move on. Jams it in off a great move.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Los Angeles running away with this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Minnesota with some changes. Capella, he's checked in for Gobert. Anthony Edwards comes in for DiVincenzo. And Dillingham subbed in for Conley. On the court for Minnesota. Dillingham out there with Edwards. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Julius Randle. Pass to Dillingham. Counted. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Here's Carr. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I think everyone in here felt that dunk.
No question. That is a power-packed. Windmill jam. Wow. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Dillingham. Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
And they get it back.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Driving in. That one drops for him. Carr's got 58.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Minnesota has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. Here's Dillingham. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 58% from the floor. Terrific here in the fourth. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Best position on the court.
1:43 left in the fourth. Here's Dillingham. Check by James. Dillingham, no good.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
And they recover it. James passes to Carr. Tries again. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard. Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And there's the lob, and stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's Carr, and again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Dillingham. Check by James. To the left wing. That three's off the mark. Here's Carr. Pass to James. Yet another assist. And that... his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Randall outside. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.